Hello to all the skateboarders in China. This is Jamie Thomas, and we're at the Zero Skateboards and Fallen Footwear Design Studio, and I'm going to give you guys a tour. So this is our magazine archive. The whole top is Thrasher. I don't have all the Thrashers, but I have a lot. And then there's 2 rows of Transworld, and I think I have all the Transworlds and all the skateboard mags. This is just some of the covers from our riders over the years. King of the Road trophy. The Red Books is a perfect bound archive of Transworld skateboard magazine. So each book has like 2 to 3 years in it, and it's from 1983 to 2003. Because in 2003 I won Transworld's Skateboarder of the Year, and so they gave me all of those as the prize. So it's all the Transworlds up until 2003. This is our most recent season of Zero Skateboards. It just focuses on 14 boards. We come out with new boards every 60 days, and so this is this round of new boards. This is spring 2016 footwear for Fallen. We got a lot of new shoes in the line. This is my new shoe. It's called the Eagle. We have a lot of samples here. Carlos is one of our designers. And then we have just a small design studio. 4 people work here, a brand manager, a designer, team manager, and myself. My role is the creative director. And then we have a little mini ramp so we don't get bored. This is all of our deadlines, all the things we're working on. There's an old Leap of Faith poster. Zero used to be through Tomieto with Toy Machine. And when I bought Zero off the owner, the brand came with that poster, so I kept it. There's some Team Rider boards. Not very organized, but we're trying. We get the boards made for the team riders with whatever graphics they want on them. So they're like all special boards. None of these are made. So we just get them like made, custom made for the team. And I don't know, has the skateboarders in China seen Misled Youth? Probably not. Maybe on the internet. Do you have YouTube? So maybe go through some search engine and try and find Misled Youth. I think it's on the internet.
Okay.
That was released in 1999. That's probably one of my best video parts. Here's a mini ramp. It's fun, small. This is a cruiser board, so it's kind of squirrely. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I remember meeting you. I remember going to do the demo at night. I remember it was really hot. It was nighttime, but it was still really humid, and we were all just sweating like crazy. Yeah, I remember the demo. It was like there's some concrete at the park, right?
Yeah.
So 2014, I had a lot of rebuilding to do, and I had to restructure the brands and find a new home for them. So I've been skating all the time, you know, and getting ads and getting coverage, but it's hard to focus on filming when you also have, you know, big things, responsibilities in your life. So sometimes you have to, you know, balance the two. The last few years, Black Box, our group of brands, had, you know, some difficulties based on just the climates and the way things have changed in the economy and inside the skateboard industry. So it got to a point where it was really difficult, and it was really hard for me to focus on skating, and then it was just, I couldn't see a path to having everything on a positive level, and I started seeing things become difficult for the brands, and the brands needed to thrive, and they needed to be in an environment where they were growing and thriving. So I didn't think that we were able to offer that anymore. So I closed down Black Box distribution, and then I licensed the brands to dwindle, and then now I can focus on building the brands and focus on the graphics and focus on designing shoes and the creative side of the brand, which is what I've always really appreciated. So now I make all the videos, all the no cash value videos. I edit them, I put them together, and I spend more time on the brand. I spend more time with the team, and then I spend more time with the team designing the graphics and making the shoes. So running a distribution and designing, it's very difficult to do both. And I started off only being a creative designer and kind of a creative director for Zero when I started the brand in the late 90s. And then as the brand got more popular, I started focusing my efforts on business. And I don't really like business. I do it because I had to do it, but I'd rather be focusing on the creative side. So now I'm just focused on the creative side. That's all I do, is focus on the new graphics and new videos and new ads and the new designs. So it's been 1 year. So I spent, it's a lot of 2014 with that transition, and then we got our design studio set up here, and so now that's what we do.
Okay.
I was into photography in the 90s. I used to shoot real photos with cameras, film cameras.
Okay.
So I was very into photography. But then when I started getting into business, I didn't have time for photography, so I had to put it aside. And then when the phone started getting really good, I started getting back into photography because it was more convenient. And then when social media came around, I was able to have a reason to shoot photos and it be a part of my job. Because shooting photos before, in the 90s, it was part of my job. I used to shoot all of the Zero ads, and I used to shoot photos for our team writers. But I kind of didn't have time to do that anymore, and we hired a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
But then when social media became so relevant and so popular, I needed to start covering, what was happening in my life and what was happening with the brands. So I started with my phone first. I started shooting photos a lot, and I started getting more and more into it. And then, luckily, people like olloclip made products, to expand that horizon, so I could film, because before it was very difficult to film skate videos with just a phone. You can do it, but you can't get in there, you can't show the action, and you can't be a part of it like you can real skate videos. You need a fisheye lens. So olloclip started making fisheye lenses and wide-angle lenses, and I was able to diversify what type of pictures I could make. And then now I try and make a good balance of wide-angle photos, fisheye photos, telephoto photos, and then I try and keep my social media feed very balanced with whatever I'm doing to not only show one style or whatever. But sometimes when I'm on tour, it becomes a lot of fisheye stuff because I'm skating the whole time.
Yep.
But I'm really passionate about photos in general. So, and they say the best camera is the camera you have with you. So
Yes.
yeah. So and I have other cameras too. I shoot SLR photos, and I have a Leica. So I try and shoot everything on all formats when I can. I don't shoot much film just because it's such a hassle, but I don't have a lot of time. I want to though. I want to shoot film.
Yeah.
There's no solutions when it comes to facing Nike and and the mainstream athletic brands. They're going to continue to do whatever they do. I think you have to find your point of difference with your brand. So for me, with Fallen, we are small right now, which gives us an opportunity to cater to small stores, and I can call almost everybody that we sell shoes to and thank them and say hello. I can personally, as the owner of our company, I can reach out to them and I can have relationships with the shop owners. The owner of Nike is not calling anybody and talking to them about the business. So I can't worry about what Nike's doing. I have to focus on what we can do in order to make ourselves different than Nike. And we have to make different shoes that don't look like Nike and Vans and everybody else. And we have to create a point of difference for our brand, and then the culture of the brand has to be different. So it's all about our team riders, and it's all about getting out on the road and shaking hands and doing demos and being around the kids. So as we rebuild Fallen, that's what we're focused on. We're focused on making really good shoes that are different, and then also getting out there and meeting people and talking to people, and then having good relationships with the shop owners and supporting them however we can, making collab projects and reposting their stuff from Instagram, and any way we can support them. There's a list of ways, like sponsoring their contests that they throw in their parking lots or at their skate parks. But those are the ways that we have to do. We have to, in order to stay alive, we have to create a point of difference from those brands. You just have to be the best version of yourself and try and do whatever you can to make yourself relevant.
Okay.
He went into the room where his sister lived.
I've done a few demos in China, and most of them have been pretty small. So it's very far away, and it's lots of money to go all the way to only do a demo for 30 people, 40 people. So if it was possible to have a bigger crowd and to reach more people, then I think it would make sense for us to come. But China is so good for skateboarding. The terrain, the ledges and the rails and all the spots are so good that usually when we go there, we focus on filming and making the videos, you know. It seems like it would make sense that we did both, you know, go for 10 days and then do 2 demos. But I've just never really been to a demo, so I don't know who's watching this video, but I would love to meet you and skate with you someday. But yeah, I don't know where they live, or I haven't seen more than 50 skaters in China in one place ever. You know what? I don't really care, to be honest. It doesn't, like, skateboarding in the Olympics it's something different. It's not the same skateboarding that I do. It's not the same skateboarding that we do, that Zero does. So it's almost like it's a different sport. I see Street League, and I think it's awesome what those guys can do and all the tricks they can do and everything, but I think they're taking something very raw and very creative, and they're putting it into a gymnastics format, and they're making it very stale and very, I don't know, even it's exciting because they can do lots of tricks, but it just takes all of the, I don't know, the rawness out of skateboarding. So, but I think that maybe it's a good thing. I don't know, maybe it's introducing skateboarding to people who wouldn't normally see it, and it's giving them the opportunity to see that, you know, skateboarding is cool. And then maybe they start skating, and then maybe they start getting in touch with the creative side of skateboarding as they do. I don't know. I don't think about it. It's outside of my mind. Maybe I should care more, but I'm not going to the Olympics. My team riders aren't going to the Olympics. You know, it doesn't affect me, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that people following their dreams and wanting to create something is amazing. And I encourage everyone to do that if they want to do it. But running a brand isn't for everybody. You know, sometimes it's more romantic than it sounds, you know. It sounds like a good idea, but when you do it, it takes you away from skateboarding. And that's what I've faced. You know, the better the brand's doing and the more work I have for the brand, the less I skate. And, you know, I started a brand so I could continue to skate forever, you know, and not have to get a real job. So, but I don't know. I just tell everyone to enjoy it, enjoy the ride, enjoy the process. I think it's great though, creating stuff with your friends and seeing people, you know, enjoy it and appreciate it. It makes you feel good. So I just encourage everyone to follow their dreams and do what they want to do. I mean, progression is fun, learning is fun, but just having fun with your friends and laughing and skateboarding and, I don't know, just being creative, and that's the most important thing, and that's what's brought, you know, me a lot of joy in skateboarding. And so yeah, I would just say have fun, enjoy it.
In order to stay passionate, I'm constantly searching for inspiration. Skating with friends, going on motorcycle trips, or just going on adventures with my dog Otis keeps me inspired. I feel like sharing these experiences might inspire others to step outside of their comfort zone. The camera that we always have with us is our phone, so naturally it's the one we use most. With my phone and olloclip, I'm always ready and can capture the moments I'd normally miss. The fisheye and telephoto lenses are perfect for skateboarding.